Hi Aries, I'm Pam, the Lucky Mermaid, psychic, seer, and modern mystic, bringing you psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for September 2024. Please be sure to watch your sun sign, your rising sign, and your moon sign to get a more clear and complete picture of what's to come for you in September and perhaps beyond, because timing will be different for all of you in these general readings. Remember, sometimes your rising sign and your moon sign will resonate more for you than your sun sign. And if you're born on the cusp of your sign, sometimes your psychic predictions and messages are coming to you from there. So you might want to check that out. This recording is for Aries Sun, Aries Rising, and Aries Moon. I'm using the Hanson-Roberts Tarot deck in this reading. All that being said, Aries, now on to your September 2024 Psychic Tarot reading. And the first card you have, Aries, is the Nine of Pentacles. And this is being at peace and contentment with your life and having financial stability and abundance behind you. It can also indicate you are maybe enjoying the luxuries of life, like spending money on luxuries. You may feel like you can complete projects. You can complete things that you want to get done or that have been pressing on your mind or that you have wanted to take care of. You could feel like September is the month that you are able to do that. And you may be really putting a lot of energy into beautifying yourself or your environment. You may also be catching up with people that you haven't seen for a long time, catching up with people from the past. September may be a month where you're paying attention a lot to your feelings. So what makes you happy? What makes you feel good? What makes you feel comfortable? Or where? What or where or how? Maybe how is not the right word, but that's what you're going to be gravitating towards. Places that make you feel comfortable, clothes that make you feel comfortable, people around you that make you feel happy or comfortable is what you're going to gravitate to. Some of you could be getting a marriage proposal or making a marriage proposal to someone this month. Also, making plans to travel is indicated. So you could be traveling this month or making the plans to travel. You could also receive a lot of valuable insights and information that could come to you in some form, like in the mail. It could also come to you like in a form of like any kind of textbooks, literature, pamphlets, literature, textbooks, emails, important papers that could come to you in the mail. I'm seeing like big manila folders with like papers or documents or pamphlets or information in it that could be helpful to you this month. You could also be rewording things. If you had to write any documents, like make up any documents or important paperwork or do any kind of writing or posting anything on the internet, or it could even be your resume, a will, anything like a contract of some kind that you had to write. Like, I see you rewording these things, especially in the first half of September. If you meet new people this month, and even if they're not new, but especially new people you meet this month, I feel like you're going to get along really great with them. My guides say swimmingly. You're going to be getting along with new people you meet swimmingly, but I feel like you may kind of feel that way even about other people. You may just be getting along with people well this month. Colors of things are going to be very important to you this month. Colors of paint, colors of fabric, maybe even hair color, makeup colors, clothing, colors of fabric and paint. Colors of things are going to be very significant and important to you. If you're painting your home inside or out, that could have something to do with it. Or if you're choosing like, you know, any kind of window treatments or carpets or new bedding or anything like that, color, it could be very important to you this month. So the next card in your reading, Aries, is the Three of Pentacles. And the Three of Pentacles is a card that means expanding your business, expanding your craft, expanding your skills, expanding your work. It could be focusing on craftsmanship and attention to detail. And if it's not work related, you could be doing that with your finances, like paying a lot of attention and focus on your money. Any work or business plans you have, like if you already have a business going, or any work you're doing at a job where you work, you could be revising these your work or business plans. So you could be, in the other card, you could be revising documents and things of important papers, and here you could be revising your work. You know, you could really be helping somebody out this month that could end up being a big boon financially for you. You could be helping them in the sense that, you know, like helping them for free to do something, helping somebody out in some way could then turn around and have some great financial benefit for you later on. Some of you may be thinking on wanting to learn more or study or train more about how to expand or grow your finances. So you may be wanting to learn more about the stock market, cryptocurrency, buying and selling property, anything to do in those areas. You could be wanting to focus on them now and study them, like learn more about them. You could be doing it on your own. You could be taking an online course. You could be going to a place, literally physically going somewhere and learning about these things. So it could be important for you, an area of focus for you. If you have a business, you may bring back something that you used to do that you discontinued. Some product or service that you used to do or carry and you stopped doing it, discontinued offering it. You may bring it back now in September. And doing a lot of adjustments to things, fine-tuning things, fine-tuning your work, fine-tuning your business, making adjustments to these things. And if it's not work or business, you may be fine-tuning other things, maybe skills you have, talents, knowledge, skills. You may be fine-tuning it by doing research, studying, taking classes, going back and reading old notes that you have on subjects before that, you know, could be helpful to you now. You may need to go back and now you look at those things and it helps you now with things you want to create or make or do in your future. Especially things that would involve business or work or anything to do with finance, saving, investing, things on those lines. So now before I go on to card number 3 for you, Aries, I just want to say if you want to get any of the special videos I record from my Vimeo on-demand videos, the 3 of the most recently recorded video series that I have, the links are down below in the description box in the Show More section. They're also in on my website at theluckymermaid.com on the videos page. Is my Angels, Ancestors, and Ascended Masters Psychic Oracle card readings for these changing times for each sign of the zodiac. We certainly are in very interesting, strange, and changing times. So if you want to see what I got for you there, you might want to check them out. I used 4 different angels, ancestors, and oracle card types of decks in the reading. So it's not just one deck, it's 4 decks. So you may want to check those readings out. Also, my psychic crystal readings for September of 2024, which are an expansion or a continuation of the readings I do here at the beginning of the month. Those videos are also linked down below and on my website. And I look at as many things I can think of to look at for each sign of the zodiac in the crystal, and they are cheaper than buying a latte. You can get these crystal readings for under $3 each, and that's a bargain for psychic predictions and messages. Psychic readings usually cost a lot of money when you get private readings, so you might want to consider checking out the Vimeo videos. Also, my eclipse effects from the full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces, September 17th, 2024, psychic tarot, crystal, and oracle card readings. Plus, I pull a gemstone crystal at the end. So there's a lot of divination tools happening in those readings. Many people feel like they're private readings, the eclipse readings. I've heard it a lot. And don't forget to get your sun sign and your rising sign if you can do so, because the eclipse is not just going to be, it's going to affect you on the whole, you know, all the way around. So you might want to get both your rising sign and your sun sign if you can do so. You're being affected by this eclipse now in this month of September because it's on the 17th. You may have started to get affected by it in August, and the effects go out 6 months or even up to a year. So I hope you'll decide to check those out. And thank you for your purchases of my Vimeo videos, because that's what helps keep these videos here going. So now on to your card number 3. Aries, you have the 4 of Pentacles, and the 4 of Pentacles is a card that symbolizes, it's called the Miser card in the past, like old-time tarot would call it the Miser card. This is holding on protectively to things of value. It can also be money or things. This could, even emotions. You could be being protective of your emotions. This card can also symbolize, possibly for some of you, financial success coming in the future. You may be going through a process where you're really thinking a lot about your financial situation, how you may want to change accounts. Like, you know, maybe you have your money in certain bank accounts, or maybe you have credit cards in connected to certain banks that now you want to change that. You may be wanting to change your account balances from one credit card to another, transferring balances. You may want to change bank accounts from one bank account to another. You may be wanting to take your money out of banks and put it in safes or safety deposit boxes. You may be wanting to invest in gold and silver and take your money out of stocks or cryptocurrency to do that. Or you could be thinking about, you know, maybe you haven't invested in crypto and you're going to start investing in it. Or, you know, but it's going to be all about what protects your money, what keeps your money safe. And maybe for many of you, what makes your money grow. There could be something you're like really dying to try something new. So especially if something you have not embarked on financially, you may be really psyched up to try something new. There could be things that you may feel like you want to cash in and then take the money and put it into, like I said, something new, a new stocks, or put it in bonds, or put it in property. or put it somewhere else. So you could have bonds, savings bonds from when you were a kid that you want to cash in, or bonds in general you want to cash in and then take that money and put it somewhere else. Or objects, like maybe there's possessions of yours that have value, but you don't do anything with it anymore, or you don't really need it, and you may sell these objects and then take that money and put it in something that you feel will be more safe, secure, and possibly productive for you in the month of September. You may be doing it or thinking about it, like working on it. So the next card in your reading, Aries, is the Hanged Man, and this is being in limbo. Not moving forward, not moving backward, being in a state of suspended animation, and having to draw from your own psychic ability and intuition when the Hanged Man shows up. This could also be waiting. You could be waiting for something. You may feel like there's certain things in your life right now that are kind of hanging in the balance. You may feel also like you're in between a rock and a hard place, or maybe between two different factions of people or ideas or something, and you're like waiting to see what shakes out, how things shake out. That could be out in the world. That could be in politics in the country you live in. Because this could also be you holding off on your decision or opinion about something. So like here in the United States, we have elections coming up in November. And in September, you may feel like you're waiting to make your decision. Maybe you haven't decided yet on who you want, where you want to cast your vote, or if you're even going to vote. But it could be about, because I feel like it's about people. But it can be also situations, because I get you between two things. And you feel like, I'm waiting to make a decision. That could even be like maybe maybe you're looking at two contractors to do some kind of work you need them to do. And you're between like, well, am I choosing this contractor or this landscaper or this company to do the work I need done or whatever, and this company. So you could be in the middle here, and you may not be sure which way you want to go yet, so you're going to wait. You may feel like you're waiting to see if they come through with a better deal or a better offer, who can come through with a better bid on the job. This could even be like if you're trying to decide, do I invest my money here or do I invest my money there? You may be waiting because you may be like waiting to see how, I keep getting waiting to see how something shakes out. So I really feel like it's people or companies that you're like waiting to see. That's the feeling I get here for some of you Aries. You may also be watching the world to see how predictions play out, or maybe not even predictions, just to see how things play out, because you may feel like there's certain decisions I want to make and certain things I want to do, but there's some things that could happen in the world because things are amping up and looking dicey over here, dicey over there. And until with the cards that came before it, you may feel like, well, I got all these things I want to do, this, that, and the other, but I'm worried about or thinking about, let's see how things shake out before I make the decisions that I need to make. So your last card in the reading is Eight of Cups, which is turning away from what's not working for you anymore, emotionally speaking, and heading off on a new journey with the stick of power and control in your hand. And even though the journey's unknown, you're still willing to take it. So this could be leaving a job, leaving a relationship. I don't know yet. I have to see what my guides say, but you're turning away from something here. Some of you, it could be a relationship that you're turning away from because you don't want to have this fight or argument anymore. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be a love relationship. It could be for some of you, but for some of you, it could be a sibling or a friend that you keep having some kind of go round with them, an argument or something, and you're like, I can't do this anymore. I got to walk away from it because it just keeps going round and round the same way. You could feel that way about a job also. There could be some tense emotions that could be cropping up, and you may feel like, I'm staying out of it. I'm not getting involved in it. There could be family disputes and discussions with family members not getting along, and you may be like, oh, I'm not getting involved in that. I'm out of it. That could also, it could happen in other areas of your life where you're like, I'm not getting in the mix of that. There could also be some kind of drain to your schedule. Like you could find your schedule draining, like at work. Or so you may feel like, I got to walk away from this schedule. I can't do it anymore. You either reschedule me and give me better hours or better conditions, or I'm leaving. I feel like some of you may feel like you don't like your schedule and that it's time for you to make a change, either to move to another department or if they can transfer you to another location or division at your work. If they can't change and improve your schedule or something that you don't like that's going on at your work. Maybe you don't like your coworkers and you're like, look, I want to keep working here, but you got me working with a couple of these people that are driving me crazy and I can't continue on with it. So can you move me to a different time, a different schedule, a different department, a different location? So there could be lots of reasons that you want to leave. But it may not necessarily mean quit. If it's at a job, it may just be you want to leave a schedule or a particular department or a particular location. So you have to see how it plays out for you. So now the best gemstone crystal I got for Aries to work with, use, and wear in the month of September of 2024. You got citrine, which we don't see too much. And citrine is sunshine energy, a joyous and uplifting stone. Citrine is a stone that helps bring success, prosperity, and wealth. It awakens and expands the higher mind, and it brings good luck in trade and in business. It improves self-esteem, self-trust, and self-awareness. Citrine produces positive energy, and it brings you calmness and helps you balance your emotions and aids your digestive system also. It's a stone that's going to really be good for you to wear or carry because it's kind of going to lead you in the right direction. So if you're having like discombobulated mind or thinking or uncertain or wavering back and forth, if you're wearing citrine or carrying it or putting it under your pillow when you're sleeping, it's going to like help guide you in the most beneficial direction. If you have to have any important business meetings or any kind of signing any contracts, documents, or anything to do with money or generating money, you should wear citrine in September because it will help you get the best deal, you know, get the best, yeah, like get the best financial deal for you. It's a stone that's going to just uplift you in general. It's going to make you feel more happy and in a more positive mindset and mood. So I hope this reading was of help to you, and I hope it made sense. As always, thank you so very much for watching. I do truly appreciate it. And please like this video if you liked it, and share it with others if you feel it's worth sharing. And subscribe to this channel if you haven't yet. And hit that notification bell when you do subscribe. That way you'll get notified when I upload my videos here to YouTube. And if you're subscribed and you find yourself unsubscribed, please resubscribe, because I did have some people tell me in August that they were getting unsubscribed. So I don't know why the platform would be doing that. I am not the one unsubscribing you. So please be sure to check that out. And if you would like to get any of the special video series I record from my Vimeo on-demand videos, the most recently recorded video series links are down below in the description box in the Show More section. And if you're unsure where that is, just click on the word more after the title of my video where it goes, it'll say more ... You click on that word more, you'll see all the links of my most recently recorded video series down below in the description box. Now, I've already, and you can get them on my website by going to theluckymermaid.com on the videos page. The links for all these video series I record, which is many, are there, and you can read all about each video, what divination tools I used, how long the predictions go out for, and you can click on the zodiac sign you want, and it will take you to that exact video on Vimeo. Now, I've already mentioned 3 of the most recently recorded video series earlier in this video, but my other videos that are also available are my Horseshoe Tarot 7-card spread, psychic tarot readings for each sign of the zodiac, and it is probably the 3rd most popular video series I record on Vimeo. You may want to check them out and see why people like to get this I do these videos every year, and it is very popular every year, so you may want to check those out. Also, by viewer request, my 2024 financial psychic tarot readings are available on Vimeo. These predictions go out until the end of the year. And I used a totally different format. The old format I used to use is not what I did in this format. So you may want to check them out and see what the finances are going to be like for you the rest of this year if you haven't checked them out yet. Also, my annual, every year I record, my What's Lucky and New for You, and this year is 2024. So if you want to see what's lucky and new for you in 2024, you may want to check those psychic readings out. Those links are, as I said, down below, and also on my website videos page at theluckymermaid.com. You can also get my mid-year psychic tarot update for 2024. We're now well into the second half of this year. If you want to hear what my guides had to say for you about the second half of this year, I did a Celtic Cross, center of the Celtic Cross tarot spread for each sign of the zodiac. So you may want to check out what my guides had to say about this second half of this year for you. And don't forget, in all of my video series, I really do recommend getting your sun sign and your rising sign are going to give you the most complete information. And if you find that your moon sign resonates with you on YouTube, you may want to check your moon sign out, because some people do find that sometimes their moon sign is what's talking to them the strongest. Also, my 2024 mid-year love and romance psychic tarot update for each sign of the zodiac are available, and the first half of each card in the reading are for the single people of your sign, and the second half of each card in the reading is for the coupled people of your zodiac sign, so you may want to check those readings out. Also, if you want to get more psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides that you're not going to see here in a video format, you can follow me at the Lucky Mermaid LLC on Facebook, the Lucky Mermaid _ Pam Georgel on Instagram, and at the Lucky Mermaid on X, formerly known as Twitter. And you can also follow my videos on Rumble, which is, the channel name is the Lucky Mermaid LLC. But I also post on the community page on YouTube these psychic readings I do in writing. So you can check them out on my social media platforms that I use and on the YouTube community page, where I pull tarot cards and oracle cards, occasionally the crystal, and I put these predictions in writing. So you may want to go back and look at, predictions from the past to see how they have come out, what has come true for you. Many people find these written psychic predictions and messages resonate with them. Maybe not the entire 5 paragraphs. Maybe it's only going to be 2 or 3 messages, not the whole 5 paragraphs, but there's probably a message for you. If you feel drawn to go look there, there's probably something there for you, or else you wouldn't be drawn to go look at it. Also, I want to say, if you would like to help support this channel by making a donation, I have a link connected to PayPal down below, and I appreciate all of your donations. They do mean a lot. They do help me a lot. It helps keep this channel going. Not everybody wants to get a Vimeo video. Not everybody wants to go do that. But if you want to help support the channel and keep it going, donations also help. And I am very thankful for all of you who have been kind and generous and donated. It does really help me. So thank you so much for that. I also want to say here, just know, if you ever get a message from anybody saying they're me, it's not me, unless you're on my wait list or cancellations list for a private psychic reading with me. Otherwise, if somebody contacts you, other than that, if you're not on either of those lists, then you know it's not me, and you need to block them and report them, because they're trying to scam you. They want to get your information and your money. So you really need to stop these scammers, because they are rampant. Rampant. So just know that I'm only on the platforms I mentioned, and I'm only contacting you about a reading if you're on my wait list or cancellations list. So I hope you have absolutely amazing energy that comes to you this month of September of 2024. And know that I wish you many blessings and peace.